I thought you were uploading last night, Cindy. I thought it was gonna be a drinking video. Well, so did I, guys, and we're gonna go right into It's Blue Yaps because I'm gonna talk about why I wasn't able to upload last night and just another little fun fact about me that's not so fun. Last night, I was obviously supposed to film this video. I said I was going to be uploading it late at night, and after dinner, unfortunately, I ended up having pretty bad stomach pains and a lot of nausea. And I bring this up because that's actually something that I've dealt with for quite a few years now. I have always struggled with just stomach issues, nausea, that kind of thing. And for some reason, after dinner last night, shout out Wingstop, I was feeling very nauseous and my stomach was killing me. So I was like, I definitely can't drink, and I certainly don't want to film right now, so I just figured I would upload it this morning, and now here we are. Although I would love to drink at 1 p.m. on a Sunday, it's really just not in the cards for me, so instead of doing a drinking video for this one, since it got moved, I'm going to do a drinking video for another one in the near future. I'm thinking maybe my 3,000 subscribers would be a great video to film under the influence, having some bevies, celebrating the 3K. I think we're about 300 off, so if you're watching this, please subscribe to the channel to push me and boost me to 3K so we can have a drinking video. It'll be a great time. I'm looking forward to it already. The Sidemen Sunday is actually already up, and I see it's a shorter video, so who knows, after I go out tonight, I might be able to film it when I get back, and that might be a drinking video if that's the case, because I will be going out with friends tonight. If not, you already know the deal. Tomorrow, I'll be uploading the Sidemen Sunday. We'll see. You might get a double upload today, or you might just get back-to-back days. Both are dubs in my book. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Let's also take a moment to acknowledge the fact that this is my first official Chip video that I've watched. I have not seen any from his own channel. It's only been him guest starring in the Sidemen videos, so that's exciting. Our first time watching a Chip video. And if you're wondering why part 2, not part 1, this was recommended to me multiple times, and the person is a homie. They're very excited for me to react to this specific one, and I don't think they're really connected, so it's okay. All right, let's go.
The Frogs fought valiantly through an intense 24 hours, narrowly missing out on a podium finish. But this year they're back, and joining their ranks is a new teammate and a seasoned team principal. Across the 24 hours, over 1,600 laps of the Butmore Park circuit will be complete.
Chris MD, Freezy, Harry. All right, this is already my favorite video.
On average, each lap should take 50.5 seconds in the dry and 1 minute 10 in the wet. In this year's race, 25 teams will compete, divided into 2 classes. Once again, we've been placed in the rookie class, with our goal being a top 3 finish as senior Frogs look for their redemption.
Here we go.
Oh, we're back.
3 hours.
All I'm going to be doing this entire time is just attaching mics to helmets. That's my job.
Long gone are the days of a flimsy whiteboard. This year we came equipped with a radio system, allowing for constant communication with the driver on track.
You have a very small car.
You're probably wondering, what the hell is this on my head? Well, big news here at Senior Frogs. I've been given a promotion. I am now Senior Frogs team principal for this year's 24-hour.
Oh, shit. Sounds legit.
Delegate. He can get the team together, he can boost morale.
That's taking it serious.
And he's good at managing people.
Ethan as
And
well.
he's also just really slow, so yeah, it's the only role we had for him.
All right, well, let's get to work. So,
He's
as
slow,
always,
he
before
said.
the race starts, we get a nice little practice run where we want to put a few laps in, but not go too hard to ruin the tires.
So obviously we have a new team member this year, a new driver, and his name is Callum McGinley.
Everything was going great until we realized we were missing one key component. A literal driver. Lux was supposed to be here 1 hour, 10 minutes ago.
We're worried about Lux. Has he woken up? Is he on the way? We don't know.
Just got a text in the chat saying, oh my god, sorry guys, I'm heading now.
He showed to us he wasn't serious. And we were all about being serious at Senior Frogs.
Come here, old boy.
Dang.
Welcome.
Fucking hell, man, we're finished.
Yeah, I slept in. It was just one of those late nights, drinking till like 4 or 5 a.m. and I thought, yeah, I'll be able to get up in like 3-4 hours. That didn't happen. But look, bro, I'm gonna try my best.
You're racing in the
Dude, I'll be honest with you, that vibe was me in like college. Me now, at my current age and grandma status, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could stay up to even like 3 and managed to wake up if I'd been drinking all night. Nah, it would not be. It would not be able to do that.
And then practice leads straight into qualification.
This is where we decide where we line up on the grid.
If you start at the very back, you got to wiggle your way through all the different cars. Whereas if you start at the front, you've got clear open track.
It's getting sweaty now. This can be one of the most important parts of your entire race day. Chip's gonna stick us on pole position in our rookie class. I'm buzzing for this. Go on, Chip!
We sent out Chip, our fastest driver, to hopefully qualify us in the top 10.
He's by far our strongest driver.
Come on,
He's
Chip.
gonna absolutely kill it. I have no doubt in my
I
mind.
assume Chip's good at this.
Chip set off. The emotions were high. We said, let's go. Everyone was extremely optimistic until about 2 laps into quali.
The qualification was pretty demoralising, yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Chip was
no.
having a howler.
Oh my God.
This guy was dropping some of the worst lap times I'd ever seen him do.
Get
at
roasted.
That last one was a 50.8.
It's a slow start to qualifying right now for Senior Frogs. They just can't seem to get the kart out of last place.
But there was something bigger wrong. We just had to work out what it was.
I don't know what to say, but this car is extremely bumpy.
I knew something was up because this isn't like Chip.
Wrestling with this car.
It's the cart.
Said there's something wrong with the car.
Chip hadn't tested the car until qualifying.
Fucking wank. Look at how far ahead he is on the straight.
This could end up being the worst case scenario for us.
I think there was like 2 minutes left of qualifying and all of us were just stood together going, look, it has to be the cart. Chippo's not this bad.
We are dead last,
Imagine
so we
it's
think
not
it
the
must be
car.
the cart.
If in doubt, blame the gear.
There is 3 minutes left of the session, so we have to pull him in now, or we can't change it unless it's in the race.
If we were going to take this cart into the race, we might as well have all just headed home there and then.
We'll be starting at the back. We'll finish at the back.
They think they can stop the front. Nothing stops the front. Something needed to be done.
Come in, pit. We're going to get you tested quickly and change. Pit. Pit.
And it was time to go and chew some ears off.
Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say, like, I like the little, like, interview room. I don't know, I would assume that's not common for Chip's videos, but I, for some reason, love that little interview section of the video where they're, like, showing their thoughts throughout. It feels, like, so much more edited and produced that way. I like
So I
it,
said to
I like
Chip,
it.
come over here, we've got to speak to them.
It seems
We've got to
very
change this
legit.
fucking cart. We're both like alpha males, so we decided we'd go over there and Karen the shit out of them. And they were having none of it. They were saying that the cart was absolutely fine. They tested it, nothing wrong with it. I was fuming.
I don't believe him. I don't fucking believe him.
You're allowed to change the kart once before the race starts, but that's it.
In the end, we were like, we want to change the cart. He said, do you want to change the cart? We said, yeah. You sure? Can't test it. We'll change the cart.
If we
Wow.
change and it's still bad, that means it's a skill issue.
True.
I can't actually believe that we've qualified last. You know, if only I knew a way to save time on the track. Well, I do know how to save some money using Revolut.
Dude, Chris MD. He has Revolut as well.
Around the world.
It can help you save money on some of your favorite brands such as Nike or Adidas.
Even some of your favorite restaurants.
It's Adidas.
Now, whether you're buying
It's
chicken nuggets
Adidas,
at the
guys.
Bookmore 24-hour race, or you're eating caviar at the Monaco GP, Revolut makes sure you get the real exchange rate with no hidden fees while spending abroad. It also lets you book amazing accommodation all around the world with 10% cashback, exclusive rates, and no pesky hidden
Doesn't sound
fees.
that bad.
To make things even better, you can customize your own card. Just like Senior Frogs, I've gone for gold.
Make sure to download Revolut now.
Spend £10 and get £20 cashback. Link
Not
in the
him
description.
doing the
They
ad
do
while
call
he's
you
driving.
Chippo crimes, but those lap times were criminal.
Well, it has been an awful start for Senior Frogs this year. They've qualified
Damn.
at the back in last. They will have it all to do.
It's now bottom of the pack.
Here we are, all the way at the back in our bright green outfits.
I'm quite happy with last because I'm starting the race and this means I can't go backwards.
Nerves are kicking in. I can't be
Very
arsed with that
true.
stupid little run to the start.
Ultimately, we've got a new cart, and that for me is a new beginning.
But not as many scratches. Yeah. You'll be flying. Yeah, let me just get a look at that. Lovely.
The plan is to leapfrog everyone else.
Are we in trouble? Yes. We're in trouble. Horrendous trouble.
We're so fucked.
Senior Frogs, here they are back. They were the surprise package of 12 months ago.
Look, we're starting in last, but we're making a video out of this, so I think the storyline writes itself.
It's the redemption
It
from
does.
last.
Please.
I'd like to think that we got a load of consistent drivers, so I think across the time of 24 hours, we can pull something out of the bag.
We've got the Le Mans start, which you can make positions up from. The Senior Frogs will definitely be looking to do that from the back of the grid.
This is kind of giving the only like racing movie I've ever seen, which is Gran Turismo. I just watched that like within the last month. Loved the movie, by the way. And I know it's not legit cars, but it's just giving that same vibe, you know, like they got the helmets, the fits, and I like it.
Same as last year. Will was first in the kart for us. There was still a little bit of hope in the team.
2 times round the clock. Lots of potential pitfalls in the way of our teams. Who will emerge victorious this year?
30 seconds, Will.
There it is, and away we go for the 2023 Buckmore Park 24 hours.
Lenny went out, he had a flying start. I think Harry gave him a tubby little push with all his weight behind him.
5 places straight off the bat. Go on, William.
Lads, I am flying. This car feels way better than the last one.
Oh, he's not! He's taken 4!
Oh my god, he's going to do another one. Don't crash.
Oh!
It started looking pretty good until about lap 2 or 3.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
He ended up
That's
getting
bad.
spun out. It was demoralizing. It was not his fault at all.
The hope was there, and then we just got killed again.
It was so cruel and not the start that we wanted.
And to make things worse, it seemed we were already having problems with our new radio system.
Do we still have the whiteboard from last year? If not, can we get it onto Deliveroo?
He's done a 50 flat. He's got a working card.
Ethan, bro.
Actually, I'm gonna lie and say it was 49.
Car feels good. Have been lapped a few times though, but you know, I'm sure the boys are happy with my pace.
It's looking better. Will just went 50.3. No, 50.9. You were blind.
I told him he got 49.9. Oh. No.
You told him that one of his bad laps was good, and now he's going to drive like that.
Shit.
I can't say that the mood inside the camp was that good.
You're being told off. Yeah.
Why am I being told off? You're the team principal, bro. Anything goes wrong, it's on you.
And we're lost. We are now lost. Well, we enjoyed that. This has been the Bird Chip channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we're off to Switzerland to go kill ourselves.
It looks like we
Why
were just
Switzerland?
not good enough. I think everybody was pretty depleted. People were actually talking about going home before midnight.
Dang.
Go home.
And I think that was met with unanimous approval.
Could have been at home.
I might still go home, mate.
That's one of our fastest drivers out there. We're fucked. It could be over for Senior Frogs already so early on in the race.
You were on next, Chip, so if you want to make something happen, make it happen, man.
I'll try my best, boys.
This team's finished.
I feel like Harry's having a pretty good
We got Broski cold.
He's got the right idea,
spirit.
to be honest. I wouldn't want to watch what we're doing.
I got an Uber booked in 2 hours. I got to protect my mental health.
It's a sad sight, isn't it?
But it wasn't all doom and gloom. The sun had started to shine, and something tells me this year's accommodation was going to lift the team's spirits.
Whoa!
That looks pretty lit.
Oh! Yeah. French, baby.
Oh.
Oh, an Xbox!
Ooh.
Yeah, this is fast. Wow.
There we go.
It's for 6 foot people, don't they?
Yeah, no, I agree, man. They don't make them 6 foot people. Stay there. Boys' weekend.
Short Kings rise up, baby.
Oh my
This van is for you.
Nah, see you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my phone charger and I'm coming back here. Yeah. I'm not watching this shit.
Let's just go back. Enjoy your rest.
Damn.
You need it because we're gonna get back in this shit.
You know, I'm getting the vibe that this is gonna be a true underdog story here. If not, you know, the poor guys, like, they're down bad right now.
Yeah, look, okay, man, I'm excited for this one. I got Ethan on my left. I think Ethan's actually going to be the quickest today.
And soon enough, Will's stint was nearing its end.
I'll say you've got a job.
Bringing him in. You know what? He's done his best. And that's all we can ask for.
To be quite frank, the first stint was rough. And so it was time to unleash our speedster, Chippo Crimes.
I'm up next. Let's see if we can pull this thing back.
Right, now's the true test. Now this
Yeah,
is
Chip's the guy.
if we stay.
I know the team was relying on me.
The crowds were ready.
There's
the
a
people were
24-hour
watching.
race
They
in
had
Gran
the nation
Turismo
on
as
their
well.
shoulders.
I'm actually a bit nervous, but I know when I get on the track.
That's
that
so
will
crazy,
go.
a
So this is the
24-hour race.
first driver change for Senior Frogs. Will and E gets out. So they've put Chip in, their fastest driver. This is good. They know
They
that
need
Josh
this.
can pull out pace.
Let's go, Chip. Big time.
Come on, Chip.
All right, I just fucking spun. It's never a good sign when you get out of the car and there's nobody waiting for you. I've come back to a bit of a frosty reception.
Chip's done a 49.9. Oh. But
Will.
Will.
That's all right. It's quicker than me. What was I doing? Huh?
Because it hasn't gone quite as well as I thought.
Poor Will.
Everyone's considering going home.
You average like a 50.5.
That's pretty good.
And hopefully, Chip can get us back in a position where we can finish this video.
When they came in last year, I think there was some in the paddock going, what are this bunch of YouTubers here? They don't know anything about racing. And they proved everybody in that respect completely wrong. Now it's the flip. People know that these boys can pedal, particularly when it's Chip. They're not going to give him as
Bro,
much.
if they're decent at this, I wonder how. Like, someone's going to have to give me some backstory to this. Like, do they all race for fun? Like, how are they decent at it is my question. Because it seems like it's taken pretty seriously, you know?
Space out there and as much niceties. They're in it to win it. And they're going to get the elbows out.
Things take a turn. I've stepped in that car, instantly I was faster than all my quali laps.
He hasn't stopped raving about how good this car is, so we're in the money.
Chip O'Crimes got in the car and absolutely flew.
This car feels better than the first one. Feels a lot better.
Trophy or trees are rapidly being closed in on by Senor Frogs.
Oh,
Nice.
Chip is on the march.
Go on, son! Go on!
He put in the stitch of a lifetime.
49.9 that last one. 49.8. You're really quick. 49.6, that's the fastest lap so far. Just set your best sector one.
He was flying.
Cal Freezy with the comms.
It was a typical Chip stint, you know? Just mind fucking go.
Trophy or trees have succumbed to the pressure from Senor Frogs. The march carries on.
Team Dineros letting Senor Frogs go. So that is a willful position change.
Well, that's nice.
And Chip says, come on, let's go. He's got the inside line, and he gets up a position.
What a stint it has been from Josh Larkin.
22
Third Chip
guys.
has pulled them
Creeping
from
up.
outside the top
Ooh.
20. They are now pushing the top 15.
And all of a sudden, the team morale was right back up. We knew we were in with a shot for podium this year.
I go for the
Seven.
wee first. A nervous wee.
Now it's time for our big lad Harry here.
Chip is him, guys.
To be honest with you, it was a little bit nervous. We'd seen a practice round that he'd had only a few days prior. Fingers crossed he does the business.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the race begins. Road to shore, the man himself, Harry Lewis, limbering up to get into the car.
What's he made of, dude? Let's find out.
You nervous?
Yeah, big time.
Here he comes then into the pits.
Fucking smoked it. Come on.
This man is going to get such a fat kiss off me. It's crazy.
Go, Boggo, go. Can he carry on that form that we've seen from Chip? We know that there's pace in this kart now. There's no question of that anymore.
Chippo, you...
Aw, that's nice that Chris was right
We
there.
don't fucking play games, baby. Whoever tested the car, I want his head on a fucking pole.
I want his head on a stick, yo.
I'll figure that out.
And so I shared my newfound wisdom with the team and hopped on the comms to relay the tactics to Harry.
Stamp on the brakes on the sharp corners. Do not do it at the bottom of the fast turns.
I just saw the time, so I'm really worried. Harry's put on... He's put on the weight. There's no beating around the bush. He is a fat bastard.
Tell me what section I can let him know to fix.
It's all of them, I think.
It's all of them. It's no way you were here.
Oh, Harry, you cheeky, cheeky boy.
My boy is cooking. Harry's cooking.
It's really hard to tell when you're out in the car how you're doing, but thankfully because of the mic system, Cal could radio through and tell them like, oh yeah, you had a good lap last lap. It was good for the confidence.
Oh, that's nice.
He's got it. That's Harry's fastest ever lap. He stepped out on that tarmac today, and he's absolutely flying.
Harry is cooking up something special. This is 2022 Bolt right here. That's what you're witnessing.
Listen, man, the weight will take it all back. He's in his prime.
There was massive relief in the team. Yeah! Come on! You fucking little blinder. Everybody was buzzing with how he was performing.
When was this video? Hold on. 8 months ago. Guys, hasn't Harry gotten into like better shape? Not that he was in bad shape, but hasn't he kind of like lifted and shit and gotten in like a little bit fitter? And imagine this was his like reason. Just Chip dunking on him all video.
We need answers
saying he was happy.
Lenny on fresh tyres was dropping 50.8 consistently.
Senor Frogs have moved up a position. They're now up into 14th place.
49! Oh, he's cooking! It's another 49!
They had a rocky
Nice.
start.
49
They're
sounds
showing
like
that
a
last
good
year wasn't
time.
a flash of the pan. Harry's got them into the top 15 now and is strides forward, isn't he?
Comeback story of a lifetime.
The sun set over Buckmore Park and floodlights illuminated the tarmac. Harry's stint was coming to an end as our favourite nocturnal amphibian readied his mind.
This man is about to drop numbers nobody has ever seen.
I think I'm just a pessimist when it comes to my stints. I just thought the worst. It was my turn to get in the cart and put my stint down. Me and Harry have always been on a similar sort of level in the cart. However, these new carts and these new tyres were going crazy. I wasn't quite sure I could match their pace.
Change for Senor Frogs from 13th place. The steely eyes of determination that can only come from Bazinga.
I'm glad that's over. I had a few good laps.
That was the fastest you've ever driven.
I had a few slow laps, but overall,
Chip's
no
a good
horrible
guy.
errors. I didn't break the car this time.
Nice man.
So, we take it as a dub, I think.
4th in class.
Oh, fucking yes. Happy with that? Successful step.
Something I was just thinking of is like how cool their lives are. Like, I'm thinking about all the videos I've seen all these guys in, and like they're just like living the dream, doing such cool stuff. Like, I know for them it's partially work, but at the end of the day, they're still getting to experience so many cool things like throughout their young life. Like, they're living the dream, all of them. It's so sick getting to participate in this stuff and everything else they've done. Like, everything's dope.
Dry weather king.
Now, there was one problem. There were small signs of rain.
The frog's nightmare.
Oh, it's raining, all right. Ethan's out there right now. I know he's going to be stressed. We weren't expecting rain at this time, so this is a curveball.
But that was absolutely fine because we believe we had the best driver out there in the wet in Ethan Bazinga.
Ethan did a little bit of driving in the wet last year. He was the driver who experienced that transition, very tricky transition from the dry.
Experienced or not, the slippy surface soon took its toll.
He's got it, Lee. No.
I'm having a fucking sinker.
You can like barely see.
Still raining. I'm well fucking away at Chris.
Despite a wobbly start,
What did Chris say?
A fucking sinker. My defense is getting worse. Still raining. I'm well fucking away at Chris.
Good guy.
Despite a wobbly start, Ethan soon grew into
Good
the
comms,
race.
bro.
The drizzle couldn't dampen his spirit, and this soggy froggy was setting some serious times.
You've just done a 50.3. Ben's just done a 50.1. Oh, a 50.0. Come on.
Just on fire, man. I'm excited.
They are now ranked back in their familiar position of 4th place in class from 12 months ago. They're in this battle.
Hold off the depression for now. I don't like okay. I like very good. And I'm not doing that.
You got this, big boy.
14th place are the Senor
Screaming.
Frogs. Bazinga holding that squad in the discussion for the club and podium.
You are 19 seconds off third in class. I would say you're doing class. You just made me want to kill myself.
It's important to remember that 3 warnings is 1 black flag. So we really can't afford to make too many mistakes if we want to have a chance at podium.
You cannot get a black flag. You just can't.
We have had a black flag.
The team in front of us, number 21, what are they called? Zesty Drink Racing, have just got themselves a black flag, which means that I think we are 3rd in class.
Senor
I wonder how
Frogs,
you get a
up to
black
12th
flag.
place now.
Come on, Benz. Let that man coop.
So while people ahead of us, behind us, were all getting black flags, we were consistently very good.
Senor.
We gotta look this up. What's a black flag race? Oh. Track. A driver issue? Guys, let me know. I know that's for like true racing, like real cars and shit, so I don't know if that's necessarily the same, but someone let me know in case it's not
Frogs
it.
are up to 11th place. That is 2nd place in Clubman.
Bez is putting in an absolute masterclass right
Ethan,
now.
our hero.
Ethan Bazinga Payne currently is on the podium.
That's where we wanted to end this race, in the podium places.
The boy told me when I got off the stint that I'd got us onto the podium. Now, I didn't know if they were trolling or not because I didn't think that I did anything too crazy in my stint.
Good. I felt like I was dropping food.
I didn't have 10 minutes of rest. My knees hurt, and then I got cramp in my foot. But then it all turned out well, so.
From zero to hero, we had done it. Back at the pack was ancient history, and it felt good. But we had to keep our heads in the game. We mustn't let this slip.
Say less. At this point, I'm feeling good. I do feel like I've got a lot better at karting. Lost some weight as well. So I do feel like I've got a decent chance of putting on some good times on the board here.
That little rocket, it put in times for us last year, so I know he's got it in him. So, viva la Chris.
Little rocket.
Viva la Chris.
Hey guys, I just finished my stint, and now I'm gonna go to sleep.
Momentum was with us as Chris took the wheel. 2 hours of sub-50 second laps held our position firmly. And we were not the only brave of whom the fortune favoured.
Is that Austin McBroom? Bro.
Thank God.
But was our luck about to change?
Uh-oh.
Ready.
The team briefed Lux as best they could, leaning on experience gained from the previous year. He was going to have to walk the walk. There were
I'm
no
nervous.
two ways about it.
Callum McGinley looking.
I feel like they're kind of teeing this up to where, like, Lux is going to get them to move backwards a little bit. I'm nervous for them.
They can be
I don't
pretty
like the
happy with
editing.
where they are at this stage of the race.
It's my time to shine. I'm
Come on,
geared up,
Lux.
I'm ready, I'm in my suit, I'm feeling good, mic's on. I was ready to prove to the guys that I was up there with Chippo in the fastest in this group. And guess what? It started raining.
If I wasn't nervous about Lux going out before the rain, I definitely was now.
I had a half an hour stint in the rain the other day. That's it.
This is the worst timing possible.
Good looks, man. You must be thinking, why me?
So I come off my stint and I look at the man replacing me and taking the mantle of the team, and I see Calix's sad, slightly strangely positioned eyes, and I think our team is not in safe hands anymore.
Don't spin. That's the big thing. Don't spin.
The bad news as well for the Senior Frogs, as you just saw there, Chris MD's just had to finish his stint.
Credit where credit is due. Chris absolutely smashed it.
The rain was falling hard on Buckmore.
This is tough for Cal. This is really tough because he's the debutant in the team and he's now got to take on this next stint in this.
Who wants to coach Calix?
Yeah. Someone's got to coach him, bro.
The torrents continued to tarnish the team spirit, and the track only got more treacherous for Lux, whose times were getting slower.
Okay, it's been done. We've lost the position to Ditch Finders. He's doing 106, they're doing 103.
And do you want me to tell you what's even worse?
What?
They stuck a GoPro on my shoulder. And do you know what happened? Radio, same side, first corner. Channel 15. I'm like, what's going on?
You might not be able to hear me.
Next corner,
Oh,
channel
no.
22. Volume up.
He hasn't said a word to me.
Radio, FM.
Hello, mate. Just making sure you can hear me.
No, what's going on? Jess Glynn's in my ear.
Alright, he hasn't responded once.
Oh my God, it's just started raining. I've gone out. We're doing really well.
Oh, that's brutal.
And now I don't have a radio.
Back to the board.
You cannot get much more difficult than this
Oh,
for a
that's
debutant in
brutal.
karting. In the middle of the night, cold, tired, wet.
Oh, tough.
It was single-handedly one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh,
And I had
no.
cancer.
His pace is not setting the timesheets alight.
Damn. If that's true,
Oh
yikes.
my God, no.
This was one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make.
5 seconds.
I also really enjoy how serious they're all taking this. I feel like it's kind of cool that they're like all very into it.
I said solid pace, keep going. No.
Solid pace.
4 seconds off the pace over the last 3 laps.
Off of the people around us.
Every lap.
Oh no.
I tried to. I thought he was. Oh fuck.
Harry.
He was cooking. You thought he was cooking.
We tried to leave him out as long as possible.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to? That's your decision. It's not my decision. I can't make that decision.
Your team principal.
And so I had to make the tough decision of hooking him only 30 minutes into his stint.
If we don't hook him now, we're gonna lose like laps and laps and laps.
Oh
I
my
get the feeling
god.
this might cause arguments.
Al, we love you, but this is for the best.
You lot had to hold up a board.
Still looking okay? Yeah, still okay.
And I had to wipe my visor. Didn't see it the first time round, so I wasted another lap.
Hopefully no one pits.
Oh, come in. I was like, thank God.
It had to be done. We had no choice.
Could you hear me at all?
I'm here. No,
I didn't GoPro change the channel. The whole time I'm listening to FM radio crackling. The entire time.
Oh my God.
Bro.
I was looking every lap. I was like, please put the board up. I felt bad. Like I got back and I was like, boys, I've let you down. And they were all like, no, it's all good. Like it was hard condition.
Dude, you know what? Like, honestly, it's not his fault because, like, not only was it bad conditions, but on top of that, he couldn't get help. Like, imagine not being, like, one of the best drivers, and then you're in the rain, and no one's there to be like, hey, you're on track, or like, hey, like, try this. I feel like it's really not his fault at all.
Your radio didn't work, plus this, plus that. But I was really, like, attacking myself.
I certainly would have gone any quicker in that shit.
You've been brought in this year, supposed to be good, and then you've done this.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't get to show
tough.
off my potential.
Sometimes it'd be like that. It's just bullshit. I hate letting the boys down.
Poor Lux, dude. Who did they put out?
Wish I'd have gone out earlier. Just like at least give me a chance.
Yeah.
But I can't make excuses. It's should have got more wet practice.
Oh, he thinks he should have.
But hey,
Oh,
there's
okay,
ups and downs in the video. Maybe we'll still get a podium.
I think they will. I feel like this is gonna be still an underdog story.
I think the thing that got me out of my deep, dark pit of depression was the fact that I knew we had someone special in the wings. Someone who was a wet specialist.
I don't think I know this guy.
My name is Matt Plum, and I'm the Senior Frogs Reserve driver and a bit of a wet weather specialist.
Nicknamed the Soggy Frog.
We were going to need it because it was torrential rain.
Got suited up, popped Harry's suit on.
We need you to cook, brother.
Popped my helmet on, headed out onto track for the first stint.
I drove 10 laps this track in practice this morning, and that is as far as my experience here goes. So
Ooh, okay.
no pressure at all.
Some
The wet
little dorky
specialist.
18-year-old who spent his life sweating around kart tracks. Maybe he can save us.
Let's see it, bro.
It's a new Senior Frog that we've never seen out on circuit before. They've pulled Matt Plum, the photographer. I didn't even know he was registered as a driver.
106.5.
He's a wild card, and he is now tearing it up out there.
The boy put in a phenomenal shift.
I was absolutely flying. I was overtaking person after person.
He's almost up there with the leaders of the race.
He's cooking! Whoa, look at him go! Go on, Mr. Plum, save the frogs.
Right, the rain is falling heavy now, mate, so I'm gonna take care.
We're getting to the level where you can see the spray being kicked up off the fenders of the cart. It is very soggy out there now.
It looks
This is the
so
heaviest rain we've had yet.
Senior Frogs
That's
are
insane.
closing in on a position here. This would be for 4th place in class, back to where they were last year.
And all of a sudden, what seemed to be a lost race, it was back on the card.
This is a roller coaster,
It was
guys.
like Lando was in that seat. Maybe he was.
Change for position. The Senior Frogs have got past the ditch finders.
Yeah! What a result! He's gassed. He's so gassed.
We're flying up the rankings.
Calix may be disappointed that he had to withdraw, but I think tactically for the
It
team,
was smart,
this was
yeah.
the right call.
This is it. We were first in class.
How on earth has he done this?
I couldn't believe it. You know, my heart was like starting beating fast. I had butterflies. Reminded me of my first kiss.
This race just got a whole lot more interesting.
I've just been told that this. I thought that was a building. I didn't realise it had wheels on it. Chip, I love you. There's just no need for it to be that big. I'm a happy boy. Okay, it is
Go take a
40
little
minutes
nap.
until Chip is meant to be out. We're gonna go wake him up.
Chippo, it's time. No, brother.
Is it wet?
Oh, it's wet.
Dude,
Try
I'm not gonna lie, that looks terrible. Like, you're coming out of a dead sleep, and you didn't even get that many hours of sleep. I know he probably only slept for a couple hours. So you're dead tired. The person says, oh, by the way, it's like pouring out. Let's get you out there. It's cold. Like, I am so miserable when I first wake up. So if I had to go step out into the rain and the freezing cold and drive a car for 3 hours, I would be not happy.
It's still raining.
It was time
That'd
for
be
Chip
terrible.
to jump back
I know
in
they
the
sign
car,
up
and
for
after
it,
a really successful
but,
first
you know.
stint, we were hoping he'd replicate that. And Chip right now is trying to just watch and see how he's doing it. So hopefully when he goes out in a few minutes, he can emulate the same thing.
Breezy's a
and keep
good
us
coach.
flying. This is going
Good
to be
coach.
a really important stint coming up.
There goes Chip then entering the pit lane.
I'm feeling good. I haven't raced a football in the wet since the last 24-hour race. That's the only problem. But we are first in class.
I'll tell you something, that is a busy pit lane.
This is not the moment you want to be pitting.
Staying out one more lap. We want to get a clean run into the fuel bay here, so we lose as little time as possible.
We're pushing our fuel.
People keep coming in and taking our fuel spot.
Oh, shit. Bob, what are you doing?
If he doesn't manage to get in and fuel soon, we genuinely could run out and stop and track.
Ah! We're gonna run out of fuel!
Here they come then, the Senor Frogs into the pit lane.
In the fuel.
I won't lie, I was nervous to that grade. It was puddles, you know, there's aquaplaning everywhere. It was crazy.
The cart is ready for him. He jumps in and he'll make
Good
his
luck,
way
Chip.
back out onto track.
That's our guy. Chip's our guy.
Smashed it, brother. Smashed it.
Come on! First hairpin, I've spun it.
That's an immediate spin
Oh,
for
no.
Chip. Chip spun out.
No.
Right away, dude.
Rejoins, bit of contact.
The lack of wet practice was really starting to show. He was all over the shop.
Chip now has to get used to these conditions and quickly as well.
I was out for a mere few laps before our scheduled maintenance stop came beckoning, and what better to use this time than to go over the wet lines with our specialist.
Don't go on the red, it's slippy as shit.
With fresh tyres and wet wisdom acquired, I was more ready than ever.
After their service stop, they find themselves fifth
Okay.
in class.
Weren't too concerned with Chippo going out, we knew he'd get the hang of it.
When Chip's behind the wheel, everybody in the team has belief that we still have a chance at getting something out of this race.
Chippo Crimes on the move.
That's probably a
Taking the
cool
back
feeling
end
for
of the cart
Chip,
out there.
being
He
legit
just had his
him.
best lap.
After that, I don't think I actually spun it again for a while or at all. It was more so getting that one spin out of the way and then I was good to go. So the hope wasn't completely gone. Like, we could do this. It just meant that me and Matt were gonna have to maybe put in some extra hours.
He's come off. There's no one there. I've had to run to the RV.
The time is 3:41 and we're off to wake up Bazinga for his next stint.
I was in a deep sleep until I was shook by Harold.
Wake up Ethan, tell him, Ethan, mate, it's pissing down with rain, but you gotta go out. There's no one else.
I hope it just stays like this, because then at least it'll dry out a bit.
Feeling refreshed?
No.
Get her down, you little slut. Hey, look, I run a tight ship, okay?
Ethan Payne
run
back
a
in the
tight
cart
ship.
shortly then.
It was time for Ethan to get back out on that track for his second stint. And this time the rain was so much worse than when he first went out there.
That'd be
On
so
a serious
tough.
note, if Ethan even does it at half decent pace in these terrible conditions, I'll make his bum crack. For 5 minutes.
Beforehand, we had nominated me as one of the better drivers in the wet.
The heavier you are in the wet, the more the cart's gonna turn.
Here comes
Oh,
Chippo
okay, interesting.
into the pit lane.
The nerves were mounting.
There goes Bazinga.
I know these boys are good drivers, and I don't want to let them down. And it gets off to a nightmare start.
Oh, no, as Bazinga spins on the first corner.
And that wasn't the first time he did it again.
Oh, as around goes Bazinga.
And again.
Ethan!
Again.
That's the 5th time I've pinned it, you lot. This is bad.
And again.
You're spinning it sector one every time and it's costing us so much time.
And my
No.
God, the screams I was hearing through my headset, no man should ever have to go through.
Ah! Fuck's sake!
We need him. We need the heavy boys to make it round.
You can barely see. That's crazy.
Fucking kill myself.
I have never seen someone capitulate like he did on that racetrack.
Damn.
We were doing
We
well.
were doing so good.
Right, yes, Ethan. You've got all the boys here supporting you, don't you worry.
Honestly, it's kind of sad because these guys like don't race. Like they don't like practice that much clearly, and it just would suck because you know your team's depending on you, but it's not like Ethan is like a pro wet road racer. Like, you know, it's just it's got to be hard because they're all competitive and everyone always wants to win, but these guys aren't technically like really equipped to win. So anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I feel bad for the boys because it's not really on them why they're not competing very well. Like, they're not meant to be competing very well. And it's just tough. Poor Ethan right now, you know? Oh,
Dawn
radio
was upon us,
silence.
and with it brought an unexpected challenge. Ethan was on the verge of being soaked in a different kind of way.
Guess what? Small bladder Bez needs a wee.
Just had a full monster, so I might have to wet myself mid-stint.
So I decided to sink one before my sin.
Ethan is out on track.
Said 4.
Everyone else is asleep. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm hoping someone walks the door any minute now, otherwise we are finished. Oh dear. Yeah, so we've been checking the forecast and there was glimmers of sun to come.
Morning. Fucking freezing.
If we can just get Matt to do all our wet weather laps for us, we might have a chance here still. So unfortunately he was He was like a sacrificial lamb. We just sent him out to the,
Good guy.
to the rain gods.
I was about 3 minutes away from pissing my race suit.
Honestly, you could have. He could have peed his pants. No one would have judged him for that.
But we had a 2-hour stint to go and do, so we did it. We got ready.
All right, Ethan, be ready.
And just to put the icing on the cake, instead of driving to the fuel bay, I drove straight to the driver change.
Oh, no. Now something's gone wrong there.
no.
Something has gone wrong for Senor Frogs. That
Oh,
wasn't part of the plan.
It is 6 a.m. and he's barely slept. We'll forgive him, we'll forgive him.
There he goes. Bazinga now brings it into the fuel bay.
That is a man who's bursting for a piss.
Imagine if I dropped that stint and pissed myself.
We only realised, me and Harry, about 2 minutes before that we hadn't set the radio up. Went out after about 2 laps, dead.
Worryingly, Plum hasn't said anything to me in a long time, so I'm going to wait till the next straight and do a mic check, but if we've lost comms, we could be in fucking trouble here.
So we can't hear him, he can't hear us, and he's got 2 hours of silence. Poor fella.
I never want to do it again. In both fucking years, all I've had is rain. I'm going to bed. I ain't doing this fucking, oh, it's getting dark, it's raining shit again. I was like literally about to wet myself. I can tell from your voice. I have never been so angry in a go-kart. You fucking idiot. I could cry.
Ethan is legitimately going to have a snooze and go and play a Sunday League semi-final right now, so I respect the hustle. I think his head might be gone though, so someone's getting crunched.
Was Harry drinking a beer? I think dude, staying up for 24 hours while drinking is wild.
So I
could not.
The hustle. I think his head might be gone though, so someone's getting crunched. Alright, so we're currently heading to the van to wake up Chris and Will like an hour and a half before their stint, but we need manpower. It's just me. I'm a fucking Moretti.
Harry rallied the
Everyone's
troops
sleeping.
as Plum did what
See,
Plum
it
does
is a
best.
beer.
What? Go back to sleep.
Back to sleep.
Come to the... No one's here, please. I need help.
Another indomitable effort from Matt was followed by William Lenny.
I have seen the weather forecast, so I'm preemptively putting on a wetsuit.
What a stint! What a stint from
Nice.
Matt
Let's
Plum.
see where he got him.
Lenny goes out on
What
circuit.
position are they in?
You got this, come on.
We've not seen him since hour 2 of the race.
And Will kept pace and saw the Frogs keep
Fourth,
position.
okay.
I'm a free man!
A much better stint than his first. Plum got back in the karts for an astonishing third stint, and as he exerted every last calorie in his body, the boys were consuming unnecessary ones.
Bake some banana bread for the team.
Oh, it's already
That's
sliced.
nice.
I forgot I did that.
Matt Plum's out there. Maybe he can save us.
He's not alive, by the way.
I hope not.
Team morale was at an all-time low.
Bro, I can't do this anymore. Ethan said he wanted to kill himself. Ethan was screaming down the line.
He's always wanting to kill himself.
Got it.
But with a team
Damn.
talk even Mourinho would be proud of from yours truly,
One thing I know about my friends here, we don't give up.
the karting gods gave us hope.
2 warnings in 20 minutes for Team Daenerys, actually.
Maybe it's not over yet.
It's looking like it needs a miracle, but miracles do happen. Keep the faith.
It was time for Chippo's last stint.
The track is about as bad
Yeah,
as
you
it
gotta
can get.
finish
My
with
God,
Chip.
emotions are high.
There's still a chance we could do this.
P3 might still be on.
With the weight of a team
It's
on my shoulders,
boring, man. That's
I
so
dragged
brutal.
myself to the pit lane.
I fucking have it, man.
Before me was a task of momentous proportions.
If there's one
Chip,
man that can do
Chip,
it, it's this
Chip.
man.
I had to leave everything on the track.
Has he shot himself again? This man has just done 6.5 hours of the last 12 hours. I haven't seen anything like this.
The legend.
Oh my God.
Go nap, bro.
Oh my God. This man is just to war. I've never seen anything like
I
it.
can't hear at my left ear.
Oh
Only
my
18
God.
and we've broken him.
I never want to go in another go-kart ever again.
The good
Yikes.
news is, it wasn't all for nothing.
He's given us the best chance possible. Now it's on Chip.
Chippo is closing that gap
an
to the
hour
podium,
left,
but
huh?
can he do it before the time runs out?
You could tell on the headset, things were tense. We wanted to push him as hard as we could.
What are the young of frogs called?
Toad.
At this point, I think we've accepted defeat. It all seemed too much. The weather had absolutely crippled us.
There wasn't enough time left.
My efforts seemingly futile.
Hello mate, let me know when you can start driving.
The Frogs had one last trick up their sleeve.
Get up here as soon as you can.
What do they got?
We'll get you out.
It was time to send out the secret weapon.
Chip, we found a secret weapon. We need
the
you
hell
to
is this
driver
gonna be?
change ASAP.
And what is this? It appears Senor Frogs are making a very late driver change. But who
Booyah.
could it be?
I get into the pits, I look up, and I look through the visor, and my worst fears have been realized. It was Callum McGinley.
He sees me and he goes,
Calix.
oh my God.
No. Calix redemption starts here, right, guys? Come on now.
I think Chip thought it was legitimately Lando that was coming by.
We were screwed.
What kind of secret weapon is that?
Let's go, Calix.
He's screaming no.
In this kind of thing, you've got to have fun. You can't take it too serious. And there was one man who needed some more track time, a bit of practice for next year.
Nah, but if he starts going faster than me, then I might be the most finished driver of all time.
Part of the Senor Frogs team, so him going out for a final stint was actually quite fun.
I have to put in an amazing shift, so I did.
There are times in life where people have to come along and save the day. This is one of those moments.
Redemption.
Callum McGinley get us back in it.
110! Calix's final stint went exactly how I think we all thought it was going to go. It was an abomination.
We were going to finish 14th if I stayed out. We are now going to finish 16th. And
Oh no!
Chaos. I love it, man.
I respect
we can't
that,
get a
though.
podium. We might as well have fun.
I was just gonna say, yeah, like, if you've already realized it's too late to get podium, you might as well, yeah, just have some fun with
3
it.
laps
Fuck
in, I
it.
look over and he's facing the wrong way.
Oh, be aggressive.
At the end of the day, the Frogs were still in high spirit. We were really happy that we'd even made it this far in this weather.
It was a weirdly wholesome experience.
Bro.
It was all letting go. There was 23 hours of stress, thinking, oh, we're in the mix here, we could win. And then when you finally let go and realise, but there's no chance of winning here, you can just enjoy.
Yeah,
Calix
that's
flying
definitely
around in the
true.
rain.
And so we watched on as Calix spun over and
Oh
over.
my.
He's gone everywhere!
And although we were falling down the leaderboard, I couldn't help but appreciate the sense of camaraderie.
What a
within the
great
group.
life lesson, guys.
There he goes, boys, there he goes!
Senor Frogs squad cheering on Calix to the end of this race. But in 2023, your Buckmore Park 24-hour champions once again are
I mean,
Dab
16,
Motorsport.
You know,
We didn't come last.
it's not
The
great.
Frogs had fallen short for a second year running, but failure had taught us an important lesson. The road to success can be a winding one, and you may spin
Yeah.
out on occasion. But one thing's for sure, if you don't get back in the driver's seat and take control of the wheel, you'll never get to where you really want to be.
I think the question
deep.
on everyone's
Very
lips
deep.
is, will we be back next year?
Of course we'll be back next year. Of course we will.
Nice.
I think we've got to try one more time.
We need to come by with a plan, practice in the wet,
Yeah,
and
just
bring it
gotta
home for
practice.
you lot.
Third time
Yes.
lucky.
Buckmore Park 2024. One last dance.
I'm not coming back.
The Frogs will return. Maybe not well.
Stupid 24 hours.
Nice, nice. All right, let's talk about it. I feel like this video was so different than the typical sidemen videos that I watch, and I haven't seen a race like that, a 24-hour YouTuber race. You already know I was also very happy about the people in this video. I absolutely love all the people that they had, and I feel like this video was just a roller coaster of emotions from like start to finish. We had moments where the team was down in the dumps, where they thought they were gonna literally just leave. We had moments where the underdog plot was coming together. And I kind of really liked the overall message. Like I said, it's pretty cool that they were just basically like, fuck it, we're not gonna win, let's just have some fun. And it's about the company at the end of the day. I feel like towards the end, everyone got into really good spirits and just kind of had fun with it. And all in all, I really did enjoy the concept of this video. And maybe I'll end up watching part 1 just to see how that went as well. And it sounds like we'll get a part 3 this year, so W. I think my favorite part of this video was just Harry, because he was pretty much in good spirits like the whole time. And I want to also note that Cal Freezy did such a good job coaching. I feel like he was awake for the majority of this race, and he was honestly on the headset saying like motivational things. He was waiting for the guys to get off the track to be like, yo, good job. And overall, I just liked his energy, and I really liked Harry's energy throughout this video. They were just putting on their best faces and trying to keep everyone's spirits high, which you gotta respect. You can expect the Sidemen Sunday either late tonight after I get back from going out, or it'll be going up tomorrow, likely in the afternoon after I get some work done. So the Sidemen Sunday will be up ASAP. I appreciate you guys. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the Sidemen Sunday.